Hi everyone, my name is Amber Page and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be my journey with COVID-19 and the smell disorders that came after it, so stay tuned. The reason why I'm making this video is because I didn't really see many videos out there that really documented someone's journey with anosmia and also parosmia. That's what I had. So I really just went on Reddit for information and just surfed the web, but for the most part I didn't really see any videos. So let's just jump right in. Well, how did I get COVID-19? Well, I actually got COVID at an outside brunch in Miami. I know, I thought I was being careful, but the virus is very tricky, and basically if you leave your house for anything, you are definitely exposing yourself to COVID-19. So that's just that. Anyways, after I came from brunch like a few days later, I developed like a little bit of cough, and then I felt really sleepy, like just sleepy. And then 2 days or 3 days later, I felt good as new, essentially. So I'm not gonna say I didn't think anything of it. When I first felt like, I was like, could this be COVID? Oh my God. But I didn't have insurance at the time to go and get tested. And I was starting to look for like free places that took like people who didn't have any health insurance at the time. My new insurance did not kick in until the 1st of January. So I had to wait all that time. So in that meantime, I felt better and I decided to just do a quarantine, 14-day quarantine, just to be on the safe side. Meanwhile, my friend texted me as well and she was like, I feel really weird. So that's when we knew that like it definitely was that place that we went to. So not until 2 weeks later did I lose my sense of smell. When I first lost my sense of smell, I didn't know that it was COVID. I didn't really hear about like people losing their sense of smell to COVID. I thought it was more of a respiratory disease where you would need a ventilator, you might die. I felt pretty good. And then I woke up without any sense of smell. So I decided to head to the CVS and think maybe I just need a nasal rinse, you know? And so I got a few and kept rinsing my nasals, and then got some nasal sprays, and I used those until my nasal passageway was drier than you could believe. So I said, okay, like I still can't smell anything, and it's definitely not a stuffy nose. That has been ruled out at this point with my burning dry nose. And so I started to research, and I found that COVID patients can lose their sense of smell. So that's when I was like, whoa, I pretty much probably do have COVID. Oh my God. So I was flipping out. I was just like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So eventually I did find a place in my neighborhood that was doing free COVID testing. So I took the test, and in a few days it came back positive. So I was like, okay, I do have COVID and I do have anosmia. Anosmia is the name of, I guess the name of the situation where your olfactory nerves are damaged. And that's what was happening to me. Anyways, I decided to find some cures. I can't live without my sense of smell. That's weird. Like, how could I live? Like, not even just food, but something is burning, or like if you need to do your laundry or just anything, you need your sense of smell to live. And while I was going through that whole situation, I realized how important that sense was. So I saw online that a lot of people started to use like a smell training with essential oils each day to build back up their sense of smell. It was 3 weeks at this point and my sense of smell did not return. But then one day I was lotioning with like my body oil and I smelled something so nasty. I was like, yo, what is that? What is that smell? Like, I was looking everywhere.
Smelly smell that smells. smelly.
And then I just looked at my body oil and I was like, it's you. I had it for a few months, so I thought to myself that, yeah, that maybe something has gone rancid in the body oil, and so I just put it to the side. I was like, I might have to throw that away. And I just grabbed my non-scented lotion and went about my way. Then later on, I grabbed my vitamin C chewables that I take every morning, that I've been taking for the past few months anyway, and they were basically inedible. And it just hit me that I just knew that I had parosmia. And parosmia is when your olfactory nerves do not heal the right way. And it kind of distorts the way you smell things. So later on that night, my mom brought home KFC, and I took one bite of that chicken and it was over. Like, I could not eat it. It was nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So essentially over the next few weeks, everything was like that. Every situation I was in where it involved a smell, it was pretty much hell for me. I hated going out, like out of my home, because I couldn't take the smell of like restaurants, oil, gas stations, anything. I just couldn't take the smell. It just was so nasty. Like, words cannot describe how nasty these smells were to me. And in the real world, of course these smells don't smell nasty. Candles, perfumes, food, they don't smell disgusting, but to someone who does have parosmia, it's going to smell like hell, essentially. So I'm thinking, okay, what do I do now? At this point, I started to take appetite suppressants so I wouldn't have to deal with smelling anything. I dropped 15 pounds, but I was starting to kind of feel depressed about it. And I was thinking, like, I can't eat, I can't go anywhere. Things are just intensely smelling worse and worse and worse, where I can't even leave my room. Sometimes I like try to fall asleep early so I can sleep longer, so I don't have to deal with these smells. And I just felt so disconnected from the world. Oops. I just felt so disconnected from the world, and I just didn't know what to do. Eventually, I realized parosmia is going to affect you, especially when it comes to dining, when the food is very seasoned. So I'm letting y'all know now, if you guys have parosmia, or anyone who's watching is going through this, try to eat a bland diet. Things started to turn around for me, and I start to feel more connected to the world when I started to like stay away from meat, coffee, anything that has a lot of seasoning on there. Just stay away. Anytime you attempt to eat something that has flavor, you're gonna be sad. And if you're in an area where people like to cook, just stay out of the way, right? Now, that is not always possible. You might work in a restaurant currently and you have to be around food smells. I'm really sorry that you might have to go through that. I did used to tape my nose shut. Like macaroni and cheese, but with a cheese that wasn't exotic, like just a regular cheese, pasta, and even light white fish. So if you want to know what to eat, if you have this situation going on right now, is to just things like pasta. I'm telling you, it's going to help you. So another thing that helped me was when I started to take walks outside. I don't know why, but fresh air helped me so much. Because for these past few months, since the first time I felt like I was exposed to COVID to getting the positive test results, this is like going on 6 weeks, and I barely left my house. But one day I went for a walk with my mom outside, and when I came back, I could smell the lobsters that were in the sink. That's like the first thing I smelled. And then another thing I was doing was smelling like heavy things around my house, like my hair conditioners, candles, perfumes, just anything that I can get my hands on that I remember what it smelled like the proper way. And so I started sniffing them, just grabbing things and just sniffing them. And that's just what I kept doing to just gain my, to just grow my nerves back, essentially, the right way. There's no magic way or no magic pill or anything to get your nerves to just start working how they should. I'm just saying how they work for me, and I'm no way a doctor or a therapist or anything like that. I would say just eating bland foods, smelling things that you normally smell, and thinking about what they smelled like when you weren't sick. Think about your favorite perfume. How did that smell when you smelled it? And this journey is so frustrating. There were so many times where I would just break down and cry because I'm like on Reddit and I'm seeing people, yeah, it's been 9 months, I didn't get my smell back. Yeah, it's been 2 years for me. Because also you can get these smell disorders if you had like sinus infections or anything like that. So it was very discouraging. And now it's been 9 weeks since the whole fiasco, and I'm not 100%, but I am out of the woods in terms of the worst part. The worst part is over. Like, I'm now able to blend back into society. I'm negative. I took a test more than a few weeks ago. I'm negative again, thankfully. And I'm able to start being around heavy smells like coffee, gasoline, anything like that. The most important part of this whole recovery is patience. I know it sounds annoying, but there is not enough research to support healing medically for these side effects or symptoms. Right now, the most proven way is smell train. There's a lot of videos out there that are that talk about how to smell train, what to use to smell train. I didn't really stick with the essential oils, but I think it does help smelling heavy items and also thinking about what they used to smell like. Even if it stinks to hell. Like, I know I was smelling like candles and it was like so stank I could smell it in my chest, like but I kept doing it. I had to push through, and now I feel like I'm at like 80-90%, where this journey is no longer feeling like the worst part of my life. And so I'm just here to encourage you guys, to let you know that if you guys are going through something like this, it is going to get better. I'm telling you now. Now, some people I knew who got COVID recovered completely, and they lost their smell and gained it back in a week or two. They never had parosmia or anything like that, but I was just one of the unlucky ones, basically. But you're gonna get better. There is no time frame. Everybody's body is different, but the thing to do while you're waiting is to think positively, get some exercise and fresh air if you can. I know in some places right now it's very, very cold, but try to get some fresh air wherever you can or however you can. And be patient, like I said. I really hope this video helps anyone who's going through the situation right now. And I hope I see y'all in my next video. Actually, I forgot to say, you guys need to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and if you have anything where you found a way to get your smell back or get the stinky smells out of your nose, leave it down below. So that would be helpful to other people. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!